Nice winter morning again, and at the back you can see my new and improved shooting platform. So, for those of you that don't know, I like shooting long range steel shooting. I'm not that too big of a hunter, even though I do like to hunt, but I like hunting steel gongs. So that's what's going on there at the back. And then I'm going to be taking some spot soil samples this morning. I've got my shovel, so this I do a bit different than just a normal sample that I take. So I've checked a few spots on my yield maps that's got me asking a few questions, and now I'm going to be sampling them. So I'm going to be taking a few just Mehlich 3 extraction method samples and a few biological samples, and compare them and try and see if there's any reason to what's happening in on those yield maps, whether it's a good spot, bad spot, problem spots. But yeah, this is what I'm going to do. So it's quite easy. I'm going to just take a bucket and a shovel. I'm gonna dig a few holes. Luckily, the soil is still wet. I'm gonna dig a hole or two and then do like increment samples and going into the bags, and then I'm going to be taking it off to the laboratory. I think soil sampling is one of those things that together with all the data, yield maps, and agronomic knowledge, you take all of that and you combine that. You try to fill or try and paint a picture. Like shooting, I call it. When you shoot, there's like dope data of on previous engagement, and that's why I like to compare soil sampling to dope as well. Data on previous crop engagement, and try and see if we can, like we aim for targets at a distance, we've got to aim for a yield, and that's the value of doing these type of samples. Arrived here to the other farm, and this farmer already spread the lime, and now we are incorporating it. So there's no compaction in this field, but my opinion on lime is it only moves if you help it move. You need to turn the soil. So we're running just the discs to incorporate it. I'm just going to check the depth now, but I reckon it's about that 6 inches that I need to incorporate. My pH in the bottom, it's quite stable and where I want it to be. But yeah, I'm just incorporating that lime in the top 6 inches, maybe. I reckon they might go in 7 to 8 inches, but at least it's at least 6 inches. So we're mixing the soil with the lime and also killing some of the winter weeds growing. So just a quick way to get like an indication of how deep the tillage is. If you check this, so the disc on the outside of on that TWK disc, that's a 20, I think a 24 or 26. What do you call it in English? I think call it a furrow or a disc. But that's gonna be right about that 6 to 8 inches depth that it's doing. So the outside disc does run a bit shallower, not to make too deep of a trench, but yeah, and it does a proper job at mixing and also taking out all of these problem weeds. That's a GC tillage 46 disc, and both of them work quite proper. I'll also probably from now until plant, well, there's going to be weeds that's going to emerge. I think it's not definitely not gonna stay clean until, or weed free until planting time. But so I will be just doing like a burn down spray and kill. I think nuts edge is going to be one of the things that's might be a challenge, but I'll only be doing like a burn down spray on this, and then I'll just plant into it. The equalizer planter, I am considering putting furrow force on it. I do have some closing or emergence issues with it, and the only thing I think that comparing that to the case planter, it's the closing system. But this is going to be a decent seed bed. If you look at it, it doesn't have too much clods. The only clods that you see here, I think, is from the weeds, that's only from the weeds and creating some clods. But it's going to be fine. You get like a decent rain shower on this. It's gonna settle, and yeah, this is not gonna be. It's luckily it's not hard soil. It's just from all the roots. I think that's the thing with roots and root exudate. It builds structure, and if you don't believe me, this is the type of thing. If you see it, there are the roots, and roots keep soil together, and it'll actually make it'll build structure. Even though there's weeds, any plant living has got to send out exudates. Unfortunately, I don't want to see these ones. That's the value of a cover crop. But you get into, now just look at it. It's going to deteriorate. But even though it's a weed, it's it's actually doing a bit of work, improving on soil. One of the neighbors, they said they're gonna be burning some fields this morning. I don't believe in burning fields at all. Don't know why. Well, everybody's got a reason for doing something, but I don't want to kill the biology. So yeah, the two tractors are coming up and down again. These two, they will do like a proper close to I think gonna be 200 acres a day. If they go without any bearings or any stoppages, on a full width, if there's not too much short rows. So my operator Petrus, he knows how to work with us, and we don't run the tractors at full power because it's not necessary. The soil structure by itself already is really good. And also when we work the soil, all these, call it gerbil or mice, rats, rodents, pests, what I call them. So all these active holes they're gonna get closed, and then what's gonna happen is afterwards what I'll do is when we see new active holes, we'll just come and flood them with water, and we'll actually drown them to get rid of them.